Hello, and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today being Mother's Day, I must wish all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. Today, I am going to honor my mom, who's passed away for many years now, by cooking one of her favorite dishes. It's the gray snapper nuggets. She loved the gray snapper nuggets, and she made it for us all the time because we always had fresh fish around from where we were in the countryside, and she always would make that gray snapper nugget. You season it well and just fry them, and then mix it, just cover it with a nice sauce. Anyway, let's go. Well, I have already seasoned the snapper, the nuggets. I've seasoned them. I bought a nice red, fresh snapper, seasoned it, and I laid it overnight into the refrigerator. So I took it out now, have it at room temperature, and I'm going to now put it with some flour and cornstarch and potato starch, corn or potato starch, and we'll fry these nuggets, and then we'll make a nice spicy chili sauce to go with it. So let's go to the gray snapper nuggets and start frying them. Cheers. Now here I have the gray snapper nuggets. These are the ones I seasoned. I mean, they're all seasoned, and these are the ones I'm preparing to fry. I have them mixed in the flour mixture, flour and cornstarch, and I also seasoned that with some cayenne pepper and some complete seasoning. And this, we have some green seasoning on there, garlic, onions. Everything was ground up to a nice mixture, and we rub it all in there, and some cayenne pepper, and it was marinating for overnight. So now we're going to take those, we're going to give them a nice little cover crust with the flour, and we'll start frying. Your oil at 325, just don't let it go crazy. It's between 325 350, and let it take its time. Let the nuggets take their time and cook through, and it's going to form that lovely crust. So let's start the frying process. So after my oil has come to temperature, the proper temperature, I'm just dropping them in, and I do not want to crowd the pan too much, so I'm using a nice large pan, so I can do quite a few at a time. So I don't anticipate the oil dropping its temperature too much. So okay, we'll start with those. I switched burners because my other burner was taking the oil to another level, so I'll just switch it back, and I'll go extremely low on this one. You don't want it to go crazy and start burning and getting too fast of a color, because what would happen is that the inside is not going to cook, right? So I know my mom always she did it, well, we did it on a wood fire, and you would take the embers out of the wood fire and just leave the coals in there, and she knew the temperature, whatever temperature it was supposed to be, and it was perfect every time, you know. But We're a little more advanced here, so I just keep my thermometer nearby just to make sure I'm not going crazy on the heat. I just gave them a turn to the other side so that the other side can start taking some coloring. At this rate, it goes like 5 minutes on each side, and really to get it nice and dried, a dry fry with the crisp outside, a nice crisp exterior. Another 2 to 3 minutes and these will be out. In the meantime, I have some garlic here, some hot chilies, some riri pepper as we call them, or my riri, garlic, and some sweet peppers, which we're going to just cut up, and just that's for that stew sauce. We'll get some onions and we'll be good to go. After they gained the color, after about 5 minutes on each side, which is about 10 minutes in the oil, I took them all out and they're draining them on a paper towel in this bowl. So we're gonna go ahead and finish the rest, and then we'll go to our sauce. So my second batch is in and nice and vigorously frying here. So we're going to go through and do the rest, and I'll be back when I'm ready to make the sauce. Now that I've finished frying the nuggets nice and crispy, I'll start to prepare the sauce. Just take the heads off, split it, cut it in little strips here. Put them all together. And just do a dice on it. Just cut them small, it doesn't really matter. These are the hot peppers, the hot guys. I just want to give these I'm leaving the seeds and everything in there, so it's going to be really spicy. Can't put too many, I'll just put maybe about 5. Put that guy back. Garlic. We have our garlic press here. a half of an onion. Here we go, we have our onions. Heat about 4 tablespoons of the oil. The same oil that I fried the nuggets in. I'm going to try to get about, don't get the sediment. Just get a few tablespoons of that. I think that's good enough just to get it started. You gotta fit if you don't have butter. Like Mom always said, everything gets better with butter. I think she patterned most of her cooking from the French chefs. Because the French chefs used a lot of butter. So once that's going, let's get our onions in there. Those are going to take some time. And the bell peppers. Some of the scallion, like the white part, and the garlic. So once we have these in here, we're going to let these go for at least a minute or a minute and a half and start cooking. Once the onion becomes translucent, we gotta move to the other step. You have to give it some flavor. Have to give it some flavor. So, my bouillon. So I just put I put a tablespoon of bouillon powder in there. Stir that in. That's going to give it some flavor. It's going to release the juices and assist it in cooking a little faster. Okay. Action. Oh, that's wonderful. Beautiful. You add the juice of 1 lime. could add some zest also to give it an extra level. We now add our hot peppers, the rest of the scallion, because it's really working here now. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of ketchup, some plum sauce, a tablespoon of plum sauce. We're going to work that in here. And let that cook for a little bit and come back up to temperature because those ingredients were a bit cold. I'll be back. Now I'm back up to temperature. I'm going to give it a few rounds of black pepper. I'm not going to add any more salt. I have to, let me take my salt content. It's pretty good. And I'm going to add some Riesling. Don't cook with it if you don't drink it. So. I mean, I love cooking wines. Cooking wines are fine, but I just prefer to cook with something that I would enjoy personally. So we let the alcohol just dissipate, and if you need more color, you can also add you know, if you have it, some chili paste, or you can add a little more ketchup or tomato paste would work, you know. But I always try to keep this gochujang on there. Get it in the Oriental aisle or the Oriental supermarket. Gochujang. So you see, it got a nice little deeper red, deeper color. It's spicy, it's tasty, and that's what you want. And here we go. I'm going to shut the fire off, and we're going to put these bad boys back in here. Now we're going to just stir fry these guys in here. Just turn them upside down and let them get coated with that sauce. Just let them get coated. Nice and coated with that sauce. How beautiful is that? Awesome. I know my mom would be awfully proud of this. I mean, with a few changes, and it looks a little different from what she was doing, but I know it tastes the same. It has that heat, it has that sweet and that sour, and it's wonderful. It's the same thing we enjoyed as kids when she made it. So you can serve this up with some white rice, couscous, quinoa, noodles. It's versatile. You can even eat it with some bread, make a sandwich. Or anyway, I just wish you a happy Mother's Day, and I hope you will try this recipe and enjoy it as I did when my mother made it. Thank you, and see you on the next clip. Bon appetit.